Welcome back to Beyond the Screen series. My name's Andrew Broster from Evexi. So I'm the owner of Evexi. We are a digital signage content management platform. Our history is we were founded in 2016 when we first met Sky in the UK. And Sky were looking to build an advertising network in their pubs. There were around 10,000 pubs at the time. And we were asked to start building workflow portals to enable landlords and advertisers to be able to deliver content to screens. At that time, that didn't really exist within a CMS. So our history is we understand the pain points of delivering content, managing content, and publishing content. Now, in 2017, we took the decision that we believed there was a space in the market to be able to start building and rolling out a digital signage platform. The difference being is our platform's quite young, and we're using at the time, a lot of the latest emerging technologies. And so Evexi was born and Sky were our first customer. That's a little bit of history about us. Now today, I'm showing what we call the Lift to Inspire, which is Lift and Learn. It is made up of 5 different vendors. We have Samsung's SH37 screen, the Evexi digital signage player, Nixon Sphere for their sensors and their lights, ergonomic solutions for all of their secure mountings, and SenseMe that do all the data analytics, which is what adds a lot of value to the retailers and the brands to understand how digital signage and immersive interactive technology works. It's quite well known that digital signage will typically, in a retail space, will help increase revenue by roughly about 20%, purely on being able to have customers engaging with products and understanding products better. I think the next step really is what we call the interactive content, which is the ability to have a customer engaging with screens and products and learning more about products. And this, from some of the latest data that we're currently running at the moment, has an upsell of about 42%. So we're seeing a further up to 22% increase in revenue purely by deploying some of the technologies like we have here today. I think a couple that come to mind, which are quite interesting, is we rolled out QSR, so kiosks, a Samsung kiosk with a Square integration to a small coffee chain in South Wales. And they'd never used technology before, they'd never used kiosks before. And within just under 12 months, they'd already automated the whole ordering process using the kiosk solution. And they reckon they saved around 200 grand just in their first year. So the ROI on that was a matter of 5 or 6 weeks. I think that's quite an interesting story. The second one is we've done a lot of work with a partner in South Africa who are deploying Lift to Inspire or Lift and Learn on our platform. So our platform is also open to the same extent. So they started building customer and user journeys on the Evexi platform. And they were rolling that out for Johnny Walker in South Africa. And this goes back to the point of, can you quantify the investment, the technology, with the uplift of sales actually in the tills? And the data that they were providing back to us was there was an upsell of about 42% whilst using Lift to Inspire. I think one of the other important parts as well, which is really relevant, is it's all very well having an ROI on technology, but the importance of finding the right partner, the partner that will be able to do the installs and also be able to do the content if you don't have any of the content capabilities in-house, is also paramount as well. I'll break that down into short, medium, and long term, really. Over the last 3 or 4 years, we're beginning to see it come to the market, certainly in the AV and the digital signage space. I think short term, AI is useful for automating tasks, certainly from a help and support perspective. I think medium term, what we're also seeing, which is really quite nice, is a quicker route to market for content curation. Technology is great, but it's not great without any content. So the immersive content, which can be built, deployed, designed, released in weeks rather than months using AI, is very useful. I think further afield long term, and something that we're really focused on at the moment, is every one of these solutions generates a lot of data. And that data just generates a huge amount of what we call big data sitting on a platform. There's no point in just using that data and leaving it sitting there. It's a lot more interesting when you're running AI and neural networks over that data to be able to understand trends, to be able to understand immersive experiences, to be able to repeat and understand user journeys, because a user journey from a technology point isn't specifically unique. It's unique to the person who's experiencing it for the first time. But using the AI to run the model and improve the delivery of the messaging is actually an angle that I see it actually progressing in the next 6 to 12 months. A lot of screens, a lot more screens. We're seeing a lot more LED out there, which is great. I think the price of LED is coming down, which is quite attractive. I think more than anything, it's been able to provide the information to the retailers and the brands of exactly what digital signage and retail media does. I haven't yet seen a very concrete example of retail media joining the dots with mobile phone to in-store experience with a customer to targeted messaging to be able to completely track that user journey. So I'm very excited about seeing that. And we're doing a lot of research on that at the moment. Immediately been able to deliver messaging which is relevant to the audience. We already know, and it's a very well-known fact, that digital signage in retail provides at least a 20% uplift on sales. I think when you start bringing in immersive, and this is just one of many immersive examples, you're looking at north of 40% for the ability to upsell and actually see a decent ROI on your investment. I think one of the main mistakes that we do see is customers wanting to engage in digital signage, but they don't have a strategy. They don't understand content. None of the content's done in-house. And they don't really know what that success metric is. Being able to just throw money at digital signage to just expect it to do something for you doesn't really help. And I think one of the big takeaways really for me is you really need to find the right systems integrator which understands your business, who understands where your pain points are and what services they can provide as that managed service. And that's, for me, the most important takeaway. So we haven't been around very long. We've been around realistically and seriously in the space for the last 3 or 4 years. We're beginning to see a lot of interest in the US. We've just signed up a distributor in the US. Middle East for us is growing quite nicely as well. Our history with Samsung is still of paramount importance. I mean, we will be releasing in early 2025 direct integration for Nexmosphere into Tizen's platform, which will be supported by our Evexi player. I think really we'll push out our portfolio to start supporting some more panel providers. As it stands at the moment, we're already supporting, obviously, Tizen with Samsung, WebOS with LG, Windows, Linux, Raspberry Pi 5 and above. And the nice natural fit now really is to go down the Android route as well. In summary, it's an exciting time for Evexi. 2025, you'll see us at 4 trade shows. We'll be at NRF, ISE, Eurosys, and RTS. Do come and see us. We'll be exhibiting a lot of new interactive experiences along the lines of obviously Lift and Learn that we've talked about today, shelf edge technology, interactive touchscreen technology, new panel vendors as well that we're working with. So I look forward to seeing you all there.